Hello, and welcome back to the Mind Over Mike podcast. I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us on this holiday-themed episode. Real quick, as always, just before we jump into the episode, I've got a couple of quick comedy dates that I want to plug. On December the 12th, that is a Friday, I'm going to be at the Wildest Theater in Johnson City, Tennessee with my good buddy Travis Stevenson. He's doing a show called Travis Stevenson and Friends. I'm one of the friends in this show, and that's going to be fun. That's a fun lineup. It's in Johnson City. Come out and support that. The following night, on the 13th, I'm going to be back in Johnson City, Tennessee, doing our last Don't Tell Tri-City show of the year. That's on the 13th of December. That's a Saturday at 8 o'clock. It is our final show of the year. It's one of our brand new favorite venues. We've only done it one time before, and we're already headed right back to them because it's just that great. And we've got a returning headliner who always visits us around the holidays, coming from Nashville, Tennessee. What a treat. See you there. Thank you for joining me on this special holiday-themed episode. This one was a lot of fun. I will say Thanksgiving has probably the least things to talk about of every American holiday, so there's a little bit of everything in this episode. There's some Thanksgiving trivia, there's some this or that, hot debates over Thanksgiving food, and then Trav tells us some absolutely ridiculous stories from his upbringing, and one that's really gross. We also explain this horrific t-shirt that I'm currently wearing early in the episode, so stick around for that explanation, because God knows I didn't choose to wear this. I sort of did. You'll see. Please enjoy the episode with my good buddy, Mr. Travis Stevenson.
I use it as an excuse to travel because, like, me and Kayla just like, hey, let's go check out these sites, and we're gonna go eat and do the good coffee and do all the touristy things. And
you're always the guy I hit up for coffee too. Anytime I'm in a city, I'm like, where's it at? Because I know you know. Well,
I'm starting to get old enough now where I'm like, I've been a coffee snob for so long that I'll give recommendations. People are like, that closed down 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Is there a city that you guys have been to that like blew you away? I know we talked about Vail a lot on the last episode, but
the city or the coffee blew me away.
Well, just not necessarily coffee specifically, but where you're like, oh, there's a lot of things here.
Baltimore, the city itself, I was like, ew. Yeah. But the coffee was phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, it's a place called Archetype, I think.
Interesting.
And it was in like this old stone. You were like underground. There was like corn husks on the wall. Like, it was very bizarre. And
fodder shock, they call it.
Yeah.
I learned that on this show, fodder shock. I didn't know what it was.
But they strapped to like light poles to look like Halloween.
I had never heard it. I thought she was making it up when my guest said it. I was like, what now? What is that? A kind of stormtrooper or something? I had no idea what it was. Fodder shock.
That sounds like Star Wars thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Imperial fodder shock.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I haven't traveled near as much as you guys have, but I agree. Like, that excuse to travel is nice. Even like, and it kind of maybe bothers me at times, but if we're like planning a vacation, I'll just be like, what shows are there? You know, like, that's nice too. And Don't Tell is so widespread. There's almost always one.
It's fine. Like, a lot of people ask why I do so many festivals, and to be truthful, like, the industry and what you get out of it, and it's like, if you can meet cool people there that run shows and make cool connections, and like, yeah, that's a good benefit of festivals. Cool. You know, if there's good industry there that can give you good advice, great. Most of the festivals I've been to don't have that. It's just you're going up, you're doing shows in a random city. Yeah. And that's kind of the reason I like it, because it gives me an excuse to go to a place I wouldn't normally go. I would have never gone to Alaska if it wasn't for the festival.
Yeah.
I would have never gone to Rhode Island if it wasn't. Like, when was I ever going to be in Rhode Island?
Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio. Fucking Erie, Pennsylvania. Probably will never go back to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Dude, everybody hates Erie.
Nicest people on planet Earth. But when I got there, I was like, it felt like I was home. I felt like I was back home in like a small Appalachian town.
Yeah.
Because there's mountains everywhere. Then there's the big ass fucking lake. But then there's just, looked like a bomb went off in the town. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Nicest humans I've ever met in my life, though.
I do. Yeah, that's true too. I like the people side of it too. Like, I really liked, I've done Louisville and Lexington both several times. And like, Lexington they're both very different. But Louisville really surprised me, maybe more than Lexington even. Because it's like, it's like the most northern southern city. You know what I mean? It's like right on the line between the two, which we also like saw a super cool concert there and stuff. So I guess that kind of made the weekend better. But they had a lot of like stuff to kill the day. Because, when you're doing stand-up, it's like, well, is it fucking 8 p.m. yet? Like, what do we do all day? And I feel like Louisville had a lot of antique stores and record shops and coffee and food. In that case, it was
Cleveland by a mile.
Really?
Dude, that was like... Cleveland was like one that I was not looking forward to going to because, like, I'm like, for whatever reason, it just seems like Ohio, those cities are a little rough, a little grimy, a little, like... It's just like whenever people are talking about like shitty cities in the Midwest, I think they mean Ohio, even if it's not actually in the Midwest. But we went there. We went to a fucking sick ass art museum that was free. We just got to walk around. They had a medieval armor thing going on, so you could just see like swords and suits of armor. Everybody was really tiny back then.
Oh wow!
I was like either that or they were making children fight each other. And then
maybe both.
The downtown, like all the architecture was really beautiful. All the statues and the buildings were great. There was a casino they put in an old building randomly downtown. So
that's kind of cool. I do like some free shit. Raleigh has, I think it's like the North Carolina State Science Museum or something, and Natural History Museum or something. It's really cool. It's like 4 levels and it's free. And that was a treat to have that there because I was doing that show in Raleigh and it was like, I killed like 4 hours in there by myself. That's nice. And honestly, if we're going off free stuff, and I hate to say this because I hate that city, but DC had so much shit. Like with the Smithsonian, that's weeks of shit to do. So that's really nice. I recently hit up Owen and was like, I'm trying to come back up there because I want to take Haley and just do the museums during the day and then do the thing. I'll just not go any further north.
We did it for Christmas last year, and we did the whole Georgetown thing, and I felt stupid because it was the first year that I had a mullet for Christmas, and everybody was wearing like their little pea coats and their camel like do you top coats, and I'm just like, damn it.
Excuse me, where's the restroom?
It's like, you guys don't understand. In Tennessee, Western is very in right now, brother.
That's true. That's true.
But in DC, everybody was
you know what's not in? A T-shirt that says Warner Brother. That's never been in. I do want to address because we're like at this point we're several minutes into what's remaining in the episode, and I'm wearing this shirt. So. Way back on this podcast, like episode 2, I think, when you were first on, I told this story about the most embarrassing shirt I've ever owned in my life. And Travis fucking found it and bought it and showed up to my birthday show with it. So that's why I swear to God, this was not a choice. This was, I felt like this was necessary. This is not like me going, that's a cool shirt. Let's put that on for the pod.
I got it as is. He asked me very much. He's like, do you want to put name on back? Do you want to put number? Like number, sport number? Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is a grown man. He doesn't play sports.
Yeah. No, this is not for a child. You leaving the accent in on this one too? You're going to leave that?
That was a very ambiguous accent.
He's white, that guy.
That could be anything.
That's true. That honestly that's a fair move. I
made it ambiguous.
That is a fair move, yeah.
All you need to know is they work at a kiosk in a mall, so... You let your own little racist mind make up whatever.
Absolutely. I know a Taiwanese guy when I hear one. Okay, let's move. I saw
the t-shirt press and the t-shirt quality he was using. I'm just like, this motherfucker's making a killing. Here I'm making fun of these kiosks. We would have thought that shit was trashy and stupid and would have never bought it. Like the trashiest thing we ever did was airbrush shit. But like
pretty trashy.
Yeah, but then like...
Did you and Kayla ever do the, his doe and her buck? Did you ever do that one?
I'm with the Browning. That shit.
I want that with the Browning deer logo and it says his doe and then you get one that says her buck. I want that.
Absolutely
That's a good move. If I ever saw you two in that, I would be thrilled. That would thrill me to for my next birthday, I don't want a shirt. I want you two to get shirts and wear that. That's what I want, dude. On stage in a her buck t-shirt and no one knows where the doe is, dude.
We're just gonna have her be like, "I'm the cake, he's the cuck."
Yeah, that would be good. You can do. I'm sure they make them, dude. This is coming out the week of Thanksgiving. I wanted this to be like a Thanksgiving themed episode. Then when planning that, I realized Thanksgiving may be the most boring of all the fucking holidays. Even like Halloween was enough for Meredith and I to spend an hour just talking about candy or whatever. Thanksgiving is like there's like 4 traditions and that's it. And most of them, I realized, too, I didn't really do growing up. Is Thanksgiving a rich person holiday? Is that what this is? It has to be. Has to be.
Because it's stressful for everybody else because nobody, if you've got a big enough house, you'll blend all the families together and just have a giant soiree with serving dishes and glasses and brandy in the study. And, we don't have that. So it's just, instead you've got 4 fucking meals you have to go to and you have to try to plan and you're driving all over hollers.
Oh, my God. Going to different homes on holidays is
all we do.
The worst.
For Thanksgiving, we have to drive up and everybody lives I live on Bear Walla. I live on Kiwi Holler. I live on this ridge. I live on that ridge. I'm like, this holiday is fucking up the shocks in my truck. This holiday.
Dude, and everybody makes the same 4 fucking things. So it's like you go one place, you eat stuffing, turkey, gravy, and then the next place you're like, what do you guys have? And they're like, we have turkey turkey, tucking, gravy. We have it all, dude. It's the same shit. Even like at work this week, they did like a potluck for Thanksgiving, and everybody brought the same stuff. I'm already tired of it. It's a week away, and I don't want to look at turkey ever again. I'm over it. I don't know. It's not great. I do want to ask though, because I think with anything, there's like controversy or like hot takes or like debates on items, and mostly food items. So I'm just gonna ask you this. We'll do this rapid fire. Ham or turkey?
Oh, ham for me.
Yeah, me too.
Unless my mom's making the turkey. My mom can't cook anything, but she put about like 8 pounds of butter in this turkey.
Oh yeah.
And six bottles of Lowry seasoning salt.
Sure.
Which I will say that I know that stereotype that white people don't season their food.
We use
like,
Lowry's.
what the fuck are they talking about? We use all kinds of seasonings. I was like, my grandmother makes everything with fatback and pone and all this stuff. And then we went up to Rhode Island. I was like, these are the white people that don't season their food.
It's the northern whites.
It's like we use celery salt on our hot dogs. I'm like, why would you do that?
Oh yeah, Chicago shit. Get that out of here. Get that pickle off of that.
It was actually a roadie style dog, so they use a meat sauce, which is just chili.
Yeah, it's
weirder chili.
Right.
Onions, mustard, and celery salt. And then they're like, it's our hot dog. I'm like, oh, chili, mustard, onion. And I'm like, I don't know if you guys know this. That's everybody's
every
dog.
hot dog in the South plus celery salt. Yeah.
But no, my mom, she would put like 8
Can you even taste the celery salt?
No,
it's just
But it was a neat experience. We went to this place and they had the deepest Rhode Island, just Cohoggy accents. Sound like Peter Griffin's.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I would like that. And clam bakes, is that a thing? That's a thing up there, right? Like clam bakes.
There's New England clam chowder, and then there's Rhode Island clam chowder, which is like soupy. And I'm like,
Doesn't one of them do a hot lobster roll and one does a cold too? I can't remember which is which. There's a Maine style and then like a maybe New England style. Yeah, there's like a difference. I don't remember which.
We got a lobster roll up there, and it was cold and chewy.
Yeah, I don't like the cold one.
If it's gonna be cold, like I need it to be like kind of ground up, like with
the mayo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ham. You said ham. I'm ham too. Turkey. I think.
Do you guys ever do red eye gravy?
Not at Thanksgiving, but I've had it a lot growing up. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm actually having that, but they would always just take the ham grease.
Yep.
And mix it with coffee.
Yep.
And then that would just be what they call red eye gravy.
I think that's pretty much They
didn't even cook it and make gravy. It was just coffee and ham juice.
Okay, maybe that's not. I think mine was a little better than that.
Dude, and as a kid, I was
we did chocolate gravy growing up a little bit too.
What's the chocolate gravy?
It's essentially just like a hot chocolate sauce almost, and you put it on biscuits. It's like chocolate molten.
Oh, you went to Golden Corral, got it.
No. It's from the fountain. We did that, and then what's the other one? Tomato gravy. You ever had that? Mm-mm. I don't care for that one. It's like it is a white gravy. It's similar to just like a standard like pepper sausage gravy. Yeah, salmon gravy, but then it's just got like chunks of tomato in it, kind of. I don't care for that. That's a real deep southern thing. I don't know. Stovetop or homemade stuffing?
I've had them good either way.
Oh, dude,
a lot of people get tired of like stuffing.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan. If it comes out of the turkey, if it was in the turkey, if you made it.
That was actually going to be my next question. Stuffing in the turkey or just in the side? I think
stuffing is one of my favorite things as long as the celery is not too big in it. If people get a little crazy with the celery.
A little celery salt on there.
I don't want all that texture and crunch. I love stuffing.
That's one of those things. And I've had this debate with family a bunch where it's like Thanksgiving is not the time to try this new shit. Stop putting raisins in the stuffing. Do that in July, dude, when you want to be inventive. Stick with the classics.
They're like, oh, hey, we're going to make the turkey. We've brined it in Dr. Pepper for 12 hours. I'm like, get out of here. Stop it.
Leave it alone.
I bought a deep fryer for the porch. I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah. Let's see how you can kiss your trailer goodbye is what you can fucking do. Yeah. Stovetop for me all the way. I don't like that like cornbread stuffing. You know, you always like corn. Oh, it's cornbread stuffing. I like it, but I'm simple, man. Stovetop for me. Mashed potatoes or hash brown casserole?
Both.
Yeah.
Never have too many potatoes.
Honestly, all of these, I'm like, I'll eat all of them.
I love hash brown casserole.
My mom's hash brown casserole is so good. It's a lot like Cracker Barrel's. It's like super, super good. But I feel as though mashed potatoes has to be on a plate for Thanksgiving.
And I like brown gravy.
Not the turkey gravy. You want the brown.
Turkey gravy is kind of brown, but like sometimes they'll bring out just the white like biscuit gravy, you know. And
I love it.
And they'll try to put that on mashed potatoes.
I do love it, dude. I love it. I get it at Texas Roadhouse. It's my favorite.
I like dipping things and things.
I want
a King's Hawaiian roll that I can just dip in shit.
I had 2 for lunch today at work, dude. We had leftover Thanksgiving. I went in there and cleaned house. Let me tell you, I made a gobbler, little turkey, little stuffing, little cranberry on the roll on the King's Hawaiian.
My grandmother was born in 30. And she's just done Appalachian cooking her whole life. So everything is just straight up soul food, top to bottom.
I can tell by the way you said 30.
1930?
Not 1930. Yeah, the fact that you just said 30 means she can cook.
And her dad was born 1902. I love when they said aught. That's my favorite.
That's funny. I never thought of that. You do hear that sometimes.
It'd either be 1902 or 192. And I'm like, 192 is just 192.
19 and 7.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't think that's how we,
1902 or maybe it was 197. I'm like, that's 197. Sure. That means he's a vampire if he's still alive.
There's a few out there, dude.
But no, like, she would cook her ass off, and then my dad's mom could cook her ass off, and then one passed away. The other one is just too old. She had to retire. She's out of the game now.
Well, that's good that she knew when to hang up the jersey, because some of them hang on too long.
She didn't. She just got sundowners.
Oh, well.
She doesn't know which number she's wearing after a certain time.
She didn't hang up the jersey.
Last time I saw her, she's like, "Hey, you been to Mommy's house?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." She goes, "Have you seen Mommy lately?" And I'm like, "You're 95 years old.
She's been dead a while.
If I saw your mom, we're in trouble because that means I've passed on."
I'd be so scared. Yeah, my great grandma was like the matriarch of the family and the cook, and then we knew, like, you know when she's getting up in age and stuff. But one year, Thanksgiving, again, don't fuck with the classics. She set out the stuffing, which is like her contribution every year. It's a big thing. And then we're all like, what is that fucking taste? What is that? And then, like, at the table, minutes later, she's eating it right up. And she's like, it's pretty good this year. And we're like, yeah, it's great. And she was like, I tried a new thing. And we're like, what? And she's like, I put nutmeg in there. There's a lot of nutmeg in the stuffing this year. And I was like, why? No, the stuffing tasted like fucking eggnog, dude. It was not good.
No, Kayla's grandma got to a point where she was like, hey, I put milk on the green beans.
No,
she goes, also I put milk on the corn. By the way, I put milk on absolutely everything.
By the way, I dropped the milk over the stove and it went everywhere.
If you thought milk and corn was bad, wait till you try the milk and chow chow. By the way, everything is covered in milk.
Chow chow. Now that's some southern shit right there. My grandpa loved it on hot dogs. Chow chow. It's a bit much for me.
Soup, bean, cornbread. Nobody in my family anymore can cook because after those two ladies hung it up, I've got my wife's side of the family, which is like a war crime.
I've heard the tales.
It's so bad, dude.
I think we've talked about it either on this show or maybe Talking Bits before.
Maybe last Thanksgiving on Talking Bits.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I have to eat her. I'm gearing up for it now. I got to eat with my mouth open, and then, dude, she tried something new the other day or last year. It feels like the other day.
Yeah.
Shit's burned in my brain, but we go to eat the deviled eggs, and that's the only thing she makes that I'm just like, hey, these aren't half bad.
Standard.
They're green. And I'm like, what with these Dr. Seuss eggs? She goes, I tried an avocado. She goes, you ever bought an avocado? She goes, I think it's a fruit because it's got a seed.
Now, technically, I think she's correct. Yes. I think she might be correct. But avocado, adding the A at the end makes it so funny.
Oh, dude. Then avocado. She said vinegar when she said, will you pass the vinegar? But she paused a little too long in between. I was like,
yeah, you can't syllable out vinegar.
Yep, no, you gotta get in and get out.
Yeah, that's a quick one. Yeah. Maybe even just start going vinegar. Just leave the A in there. Just in case, leave the A.
I just say vin cracker because I don't even want to get close.
You mentioned cornbread, and now this is a hot one because we already talked about King's Hawaiian. But on Thanksgiving, on your plate, rolls or cornbread?
Both.
You're just going both on all of them? That's tough.
Every starch. I will fuck with every single starch.
Well, I think cornbread is definitely like a southern addition to the Thanksgiving plate. Like other people listening are like, I don't have cornbread at Thanksgiving. We always do.
We always have cornbread.
We always do. And I just love it so much.
I don't eat cornbread like everybody else. Normally cornbread gets mashed up into other shit.
Nope. I go straight on the slice myself.
I cut it in half and I put butter and jelly on it like it's a biscuit.
Yeah.
You put butter and jelly on your cornbread?
Just butter. But I'll go butter right in the middle.
My grandmother, you could tell she was getting old because her jelly, I don't know if she forgot how to jelly the jelly because it just became syrup. And I would just have like blackberry syrup and I would just pour it on everything. It was so good.
You get me fired up. We're going to have to fucking eat after this.
We're going to have to jack each other off.
The rolls thing is interesting because I feel like at Thanksgiving, the King's Hawaiian has really made their move on the market. That's all I see
when
anymore.
I was a kid, and now that's it. It's just King's Hawaiian.
And they're so good.
And then my mom's like, here's what I do. I take them all out, and I'll put more butter on the bottom of them, and then I put them in a pan. And then that's her secret. And it's not even butter. It's country crock.
I got to come with you.
I don't have the heart to tell her that. I mean, honestly,
hydrogenated vegetable oil.
It's not good. It's not even butter, but it's good.
No, it's good. It's country crock. And when all the butter's gone, you know what you can put in that tub? Anything. Fucking anything. Leftovers, screws, buttons. Dude, whatever the hell you want. Put it in the garage, put screws in it. That's a country crock tub will survive. What about, and I don't know the name of these. Do you remember the rolls?
That was good.
I don't know. Do you remember the rolls with the like 3 little pillows on top of them? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I like those. And I don't know what they are. Something about that just tickles my brain in this weird way. Those little 3 pillowy
what are those?
Things on the top. I'm going to look it up.
I'm going to call them muffin tops.
Muffin top rolls. I don't know what they are.
I worked at Shoney's for
that was also my nickname in middle
jobs.
school from the basketball team was muffin top rolls.
Did you ever eat at Shoney's? What was it? Was it Country Grill, Country Buffet? I think it was Shoney's Country Buffet.
Shoney's is great.
Or maybe it was just Shoney's. But whenever I worked there, I had to work on Thanksgiving, and I went in the back and I stole, what do they call those? Not lexicon, just a plastic thing of all the rolls.
Oh, yeah?
You remember those rolls that just kind of look like...
Just like...
Weird pickles?
Yeah.
Very
like breadsticks?
Thick in the middle, and it was a breadstick, but it was a roll.
I remember those rolls that looked like pickles.
They were rolls, but they were breadsticks.
They were. Clover leaf? Is that it?
Clover leaf rolls.
Clover leaf rolls. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's the first time I've ever known the name of them.
Now, those are the ones that pull apart.
Yeah, that's not exactly the ones I'm talking about. I'm sure these are like pre-made, frozen fucking...
The ones you're talking about are really
Sister
just
Schubert
like...
or something.
Yes. Sister Schubert. God.
Yeah, that was our old family standard too.
I didn't know that was a brand. I just thought people were talking about people they went to church with. Did you bring a Sister Schubert this year? I'm like, who's this person I got to meet?
I stopped by the church and picked up some Sister Schuberts. Holy shit.
Because my grandma's house, it was always just old people and women with... The coarsest chin hair that would just try to hug and give me a kiss, and you're like, ah.
But you know what they had? Those strawberries, those strawberry candies that only spawn in a church lady's purse. That's the only way you can find them. They don't sell them in stores. You got to get them from an old church.
The worst
lady.
Is they'd be like, I'm gonna have one of those with you, and you'd have to watch them put it in their mouth and wiggle around, and then those hairs were just like
you'd hear it dinking against their dentures, and they're gross. Corn on the cob or corn off the cob?
If I had to go one,
you gotta go one.
Corn on the cob is
all the corn.
If I had to do corn on the cob is like a summer thing.
We could even do corn on the cob versus cream corn, maybe. You a cream corn guy?
I like cream corn. I like corn off the cob.
I love it. I don't know why. You know, I do love cream peas. You ever had that?
No.
Same thing, just not for some reason. It's just peas. It's one of my favorite things. My grandma makes it on my birthday every year.
I feel like corn on the cob feels like a summer thing, like a barbecue thing. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go off cob.
It's also just so inconvenient when it's like dinner's over and you've got half the cob in your teeth.
Yeah, and then you're at your grandmother's house who doesn't believe in floss.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. You start pulling strings off your sock.
I don't want real floss. I want the little picky things that make it easy. I want that quick glide. I don't want to have to fucking figure it out.
No, I'm not trying to squeeze my finger till it's purple while I'm getting a corn kernel. Yeah,
I'm not a Boy Scout. I don't know how to do a fucking bolo hitch.
Do you
sailor tie
on your plate? Do things touch, or do you need everything separate?
I like them separate, but
yeah, you're just pounding on there.
I haven't seen those foam divider cheap plates in a while because everybody tried to get all like above their raise, and now we're like, we're going to use the fancy plate. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We're not fancy plate people.
We have the ones at work, the big like platter ones, the paper platter ones. Mm-hmm. That's nice. I do like that. More room around. Leave a little room on the edges.
When I was young, my grandmother had like school trays. She had like hard plastic trays just for the kids.
Whoa.
And I loved them.
I would hope so. That'd be bad if all the adults are just going through the line like.
No, they got to eat on their blue china.
One scoop of peas, one scoop of. Ooh, blue china, dude. You grew
know
up
the white
in
with the
Mayberry. Yeah, you fucking Of course I do. And that cabinet that doesn't open until
once a year. Yeah.
Yes.
She had the cabinet and would bring it out and then do all the nice serving dishes, and we'd have to sit at the kid table.
Yeah. I fucking hate it. Now, dude, at this age, I'd kill to be at the kids' table. Though.
Fuck no, dude.
I love it.
All of my relatives were special needs.
Well, okay.
They weren't, but they should have been.
That's not really a kid's table then. That's something else.
I was eating with the dogs. I was on the porch.
What about pumpkin pie or pecan pie? That's a toughie.
Pecan.
Yeah. See, now I can hear the comments now. They're going to be riled up on that one.
Pumpkin pie, I heard once that it was the only natural aphrodisiac in the world for women. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. That's women's food.
Yeah. You're like, never again, dude. We eat pecans in this house.
I never really liked pumpkin. I don't like anything that's just too mushy and they call it a pie.
Yeah. So I got a slice today because somebody brought one to work. I ate 3 bites of it and then it sat on my desk for the afternoon and I threw it away. I think every year, it's a lot, for me, it's exactly like eggnog where every year I go, oh, I want that. And then I buy it and I take one drink and I go, I fucking hate that.
Yep.
It's just like something in your brain.
Because it's tradition. We got to keep those up.
The industry got me, dude.
Here's the thing.
Big pumpkin pie.
Have you ever heard of Helen Buford pie?
No.
What's that the cake that we had last year too?
Helen Buford pie?
No, there's a cake from somebody that
also,
made it.
He's talking to Kayla, who's off screen. We love Kayla. It's not.
No. The person who made it.
Helen Buford? I'm going to have to look this up. Is that a person from church? Is that Sister Schubert?
And then that's all we do is we get desserts that are like made. You're not going to find it because it's just some tabernacle lady who lives on a ridge.
How crazy
everybody in this family goes crazy for it because it's the only thing that's edible from her grandmother. And he goes,
oh, so it really is just some lady. There she is, dude. There's Helen Buford. That's her. That's
definitely not her.
A guest appearance from Kayla Stevenson. Come on, sneak on in. Take a look. Tell me if this is in fact Helen Buford.
She has a LinkedIn profile. It's definitely not. So
it's not. But there is a pie and a picture.
No, dude. Okay, so this pie, it's
lady.
just a bowl of whipped cream and there's some nuts. It's just goo. It's just a bowl of goo. It's like not even thick enough to be pudding. They're like, I love it. It's pie. It's good. There's not a crust.
There's no crust.
Nothing.
That's not a pie. Isn't that the one thing for a pie?
It's just goo, dude. I'll never forget the one year she had like what I thought was tomato pie, and I was like, I heard about that. Yeah. I was like, I'd love to try some tomato pie. She goes, that's pumpkin pie. I'm like, it's red and wet.
oh, that made me hate pumpkin pie even more. Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
Black Friday.
Really? Oh,
I want the old Black Friday though. I don't like this new shit where they're like, we're starting our Black Friday deals in January. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
No, I want to watch people get stabbed in a parking lot over parking spaces at Walmart.
Now here we're talking, dude. I knew you'd have some good shit on this because I never went out as a kid. That wasn't a thing. And then when I was 14 and mom started dating Brad, who became my stepdad and then now isn't, but will be again. And just forget it. Anyways, we would go out. He like makes a trip out. They go to like the Tangers, in like Gatlinburg. Like it's a whole night, and you're out
Black
all
Friday
night.
At Tangers.
There is a kind of a thrill of it when you're
it's the best.
Out. You're out.
You're only up until midnight, and a lot of times they'd open at 11:59.
Yeah. Target
was fun because the lines would be insane, and you'd wait in line for an hour to get a coffee, and then there was these doorbusters and stuff. Target was cool because it actually had stuff that you'd want.
Right.
Everybody would fuck up and go to the mall, and I'm like, you don't really want discount American Eagle clothes. Like, who cares?
No.
You're saving $5 on a pair of boxers. Like, does anybody really care?
Best Buy is a good one.
That's what you want.
Big stuff.
It's like, yeah, you want the $300 off the TV, or I can finally afford a Roomba. That's what you get in line for. That's what you stat. And they do the doorbusters, and like the first 6 people in here, they get a free Roomba, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I like being clean. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't even have carpet. I live in a car.
Yeah, I do remember the last time. It's been a few years. I think maybe even pre-pandemic since I went out like that. But I went with some cousins of mine, and the only thing I bought all night was like an $8 pillow from Walmart. But it was a great night. I came home and was like, oh, this is all I have to show for it. But it was great.
I loved watching people like the crowd and the mob. And dude, there was a guy that got stabbed. The first year that like Black Friday was like a big thing. Like I was probably like, I was 13, 14, something like that.
Okay.
We went to Walmart and we're all piled up. And there's cops everywhere. We can't find a parking spot. And it's Walmart. It's the biggest parking lot in the world.
Yeah.
We can't find a parking spot. And then there's cops everywhere.
This is such a small town story. It's Walmart. I mean, is there a bigger parking lot?
A dude was standing in the parking lot trying to save the space. And the old dude says, you're not saving that space. Move. And the guy goes, nope, I'm saving it. Well, then the old guy hated it too. And he pulled out a fucking pocket knife and just stabbed this dude.
That's a bit much. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I don't like that when you're trying to park.
Whenever I heard a guy got stabbed, I was thinking like, oh, gross. Somebody pulled out like a big knife and like killed somebody.
Yeah.
Nope, just some papaw with a case XX, like 3-inch little. Come on.
It's fine. He earned it. He fought in Vietnam. Let him stab people.
Or he didn't.
Or
he had flat feet and he wasn't allowed to go.
I may have said this on, I'm sure at some point you and I have talked about this before. I had a real interesting family on my grandpa's side. He had a brother, one of 9 siblings, who allegedly, story has it, ate half a bar of Dove soap before his physical to go to Vietnam, and he had heart palpitations while they were examining him, and they made him exempt, and then he didn't go to Vietnam. That's the story. A bar of Dove soap, specifically Dove, which I don't know. But honestly, kind of bougie soap for that story. If we're being honest, this feels more like an Irish Spring story. But
I saw my grandfather's exemption that he got for the Korean War. One of them went and the other one didn't, and it was because he had black lung. And at the time, I think he was like 20,
14.
So I'm like, how the fuck do they know you have black lung? Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
And I was like, oh, you lied your way out of this.
They got him. The old Cole. Yeah. That whole family's interesting. That's like some backwoods shit. But there's
they
another.
Dove soap to cause. I mean, there was no Google or ChatGPT back then. So how do you find out?
I don't even know. He was also super overweight, so that was probably the real source of it. But they, another brother used to do a lot of things. He died in jail actually, but he used to take a piece of white Wonder Bread and put it over a glass and spray Lysol through it, and what dripped through, he would drink it to get high.
What is that? Just alcohol at this point?
The silence there. Yeah, pretty much, I guess. I mean, I don't think it was filtering a whole lot, to be honest with you. But
I never did anything real crazy with drugs. The closest I ever got one time was at Dare. You remember? Did you guys have Dare?
Oh, yeah.
They get rid of that at this point.
No, I knew Dare.
We had Dare, and they were telling us about people who huffed gas.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love the way gas smells. So one summer, I'm over at my grandparents' house, and I have to, like, cut the grass, and then like I have to go into the little shed to get more gasoline to fill up the lawnmowers, and I was just like,
is that the best smell ever?
It's the best smell in the world.
No, not just gas. When you're in your grandpa's old shed and with the mower, there's lawn clippings, there's gas, that aroma, I can literally smell it right now.
All the toolboxes are old metal.
Barnwood, old metal.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody told you how to huff gas, so I just went in front of the gas can.
You're bobbing for apples?
I just went. I'm like, I'm not getting anything. And like, that's not how you do it. You don't just smell near the gas. And I was just like, damn it, I'm not getting high.
No, you got to contain it. You got to.
And then I walked around and I was riding on the mower, and I'm like, God, I'm such a badass, dude. I'm fucking getting high. I mean, I'm 11. I'm like, I'm so
stony baloney right now.
You couldn't leave me alone. Until like my frontal lobe formed, I could not be left alone with like anything bad.
They're like, Trav's out there listening to Snoop Dogg on the fucking lawnmower. Yeah.
He's over there sniffing gas.
Wow. That's a bright spot in your childhood, I think. That's pretty cool. That's the hardest drug you ever did, huh? Was sniffing near a gas can?
Oh, no. Come on, dude. Opiates, brother.
Well, that's true. That changes. Now,
them's was prescribed to my mom, but she left them in the
technically somebody's name was on the bottle.
She left them in the medicine cabinet, and they were expired, so I think that means they got stronger. But
I was talking about this with somebody like 2 days ago. Who the hell was this? I don't know. Oh, my friend at work. We were talking about like growing up around people who did different types of drugs and stuff, and like working at Starbucks was a big one for me because all those baristas are high as hell during the day on different stuff. I don't guys who are high on pills all the time scare me. I don't want to be around that. I don't like the energy of it. It's sad. It's not
like opiates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to like they'd have like the oxylean or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
I don't like it.
Like that, I haven't heard that in years.
It scares me.
But it used to be my entire town sounded
Xanax
just like that.
guys, I don't like it.
Xanax is like...
They're kind of harmless, but I don't like the energy in the room.
There used to be this girl who'd get so railed, like she would get Roxy's, which I think is like, doesn't have the Tylenol in it, so you could crush it up and snort it.
Oh.
And whenever I was at Shoney's, she used to like...
Of course, this story...
They had me working the entire... I was a 16-year-old child.
Sure.
And they had me working the entire smoking section. And then they all got non-smoking.
Smoking
because
section.
Historically, the smokers would tip way less.
Really?
And, dude. Like...
Because they got to buy cigarettes.
You're at Shoney's anyways. They got the buffet. They spent $8 million and had 6 billion plates, and you had to bring them 447 vanilla Cokes where we don't even have vanilla Coke. I had to put the vanilla syrup in the Coke so you could have your vanilla Coke, and then bring hot fudge cakes and all this other shit. Didn't matter. 50 people or, one person. It was a $2 tip. That's the most you could hope to get in smoking.
My favorite part of watching you grow, both in stand-up and just as a person, is that as you reveal more about yourself, you literally become the most Travis possible. This is a story about working the smoking section at a Shoney's, dude. This is like the most Travis story I can imagine.
I think.
What year is that? How old are you at the time when
I'm
you're
16.
working at...
It's my second job. I worked at Food Lion I got my worker's permit, and I worked at 15.
Yeah.
Until I was 16 and legal beagle to work there, even though they were working me. Didn't matter.
Way too much.
Way too many hours. I had to pull a full shift one day. Went in at 5 a.m., didn't get off until midnight, and that was illegal. I didn't know that, but I worked way too long.
Definitely illegal.
But then I went to Shoney's because I'm like, man, the hell with this place. I'm tired of Well, what did it for me was we had this lady who... this is going to make me sound really bad.
Careful.
She was capped. Of the handy.
Okay, sure. Right.
Mentally.
Capped of the handy.
Capped of the handy.
I'm going to be honest, I think that sounds worse. I think that is actually worse.
I don't know what this... She was not... She was a young... what do they call it? A young adult? No, wait, an adult child? She was an adult child.
She was a young adult who's capped with handy.
What I'm trying to say is she didn't have her own faculties, and she had her mom with her, and it was very sad. And her mom would try to give her some independence because her mom was like 1,005 years old. Never seen more wrinkles on a human's face in my life. The stress will do that to you, dude.
Oh, like an old Indian chief that's lived long enough to get a photo made?
Way worse.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You're like, Crazy Horse lived until there's photography, and you're like, yeah, you should see his
She looked
face.
like a topographical map of Mount Everest, dude. It was bad. Just the most wrinkles you'd ever seen, and I felt bad for it. And then she had her daughter, and she would make her go get stuff, and then she would have her a check, and because she was old, so she's trying to teach her the way. She's like, you got to learn how to write a check so you can be self-sufficient. So she has to write this check out. Has no idea what she's doing.
Sure.
So she goes to write this check, and that was fine. I was like, oh, this is great. She's getting some independence. This is nice. This is really heartwarming. Well, one day she just walks in and she goes, bathroom. Like,
I feel like I'm not allowed to laugh at this story on camera. This is insane.
There's a sticking point. Like, the situation itself is very sad, but they go, she yells bathroom. We point her in the direction. If you've ever been into a Food Lion, they hide the fucking bathrooms. You have to walk through like the warehouse, and you're passing like pallet jacks, and you're like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Or behind the deli for some reason. You're like, why is this behind the rotisserie chicken? Yeah.
All Food Lions smell the same too. Every Food Lion you ever go into in America has that awful Food Lion smell.
Oh yeah.
But I go in there. We were in the shitty kitty, or no, we tell her to go in the back. So she's walking back towards the back, and then it's behind the weird doors. It doesn't have the correct, so she doesn't know where to go. So she's like, and she goes, well, she has to use the bathroom. I'm thinking like, oh no, she's gonna piss on herself. And I was like, oh, this is bad. And I'm still bagging groceries. I'm in the front. Yeah. And then I just hear over the intercom, they're like, would one of the, what do they call this? One of the front end associates come to the back? We need to clean up. And then they got me. I'm 16.
Oh yeah.
Just turned 16. And they come to the back. She dropped the kinniest of logins in the back. The Stanleyest of steamers, dude. Straight up in front of like the deli meat cooler. Just on the thing, because she had to go, and she just dropped it. And then they go, hey, you're 16 in a bag, boy. Pick this up. And I said, fuck that. And they said, you pick this up or you're fired. I'm like, I quit.
I'm fired.
Dude, there's no way I'm free-handing this thing. Because like,
oh, the kinniest of logins might be the funniest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
What do you do? Just kick it up into a dustpan?
You leave.
How did you? Well, that was the thing. We had to do the little sawdust.
Pour the janitor shit that smells worse than puke. Yeah.
I had to do all the little training videos where we'd look at the mop buckets and you'd figure out the ratio of how many chemicals to mix with water and what button to press and how often to dump the water. Never once did they train you on how to just pick up a giant steaming piece of human remains.
Remains? I don't think that's...
Dude, she left a piece of herself there, dude. It definitely...
It was what remained.
I've never seen anything like it.
It stained the tile. Yeah, that's not good. Anyways, so you moved on to Shoney's after that.
Yeah, dude, that
you
was a big upgrade
I'm tired of this low-level work. I'm going to a place that's respected.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like Shoney's
I need
Country
the
Buffet.
fast pace. Fucking just, I make money based on how hard I work, not just how many hours I work. My effort matters.
Yeah. Can I tell you that I've actually been to a Shoney's in the last year?
Yeah, me too.
I love it. There is something about it, dude. When I see them, I go, we got to go in there.
Here's something that's been going on. Like, I grew up, everything was white trash. Everything was poor. Everything was shitty in our town. So, like, on the weekends or whenever you got a little bit of money, you had to do the opposite of that. You wanted to go to a nice place, a classy place. You wanted to wear a sweater vest. You wanted to feel like I'm not where I grew up. And now I've been away from that so long, and we've done all nice restaurants and nice vacations and nice stuff. The other day, me and Kayla were driving back home, and we were like, normally, like, we'd be like, hey, let's pull off the road. Let's look on Yelp and see what's a good restaurant. And I was like, fuck it. There's a KFC. Let's hope they have a buffet. We go to a KFC, Taco Bell, Sunday. There's a Sunday church crowd from this random interstate town that no one knows the name of.
Yeah.
Most fun I've had in a hell of a long time.
That's amazing.
It ruled.
That's amazing. Do they have the buffet?
No, they didn't.
KFC buffet will get me amped the fuck up, dude. That gets me excited. They used to have that white gravy you're talking about on that buffet, and that lingers in my brain. I think about it a lot. They just brought it back this week. Literally this week, it's back. They have a gravy flight at KFC right now. Do you know they're doing this?
A gravy flight?
That's what they're calling it. The gravy flight. You can get chicken with the brown gravy, the old white gravy that's back, which honestly is worth it. And then they're calling it cheesy cheddar gravy. It's just nacho cheese. It's literally just orange nacho cheese. Cheddar gravy, they're calling it.
They borrowed it from Taco Bell.
Anyways, I've been 3 times this week, but I'm very excited about the gravy flights myself because
shit, I don't know what happened, but like we went to an open mic that was like a smoky bar, and it was like a pool hall, Newman's and
that's right. Okay, yeah.
Smoky bar open mic,
right.
kind of a, as far as comedy goes, it's a nightmare situation. It's kind of a shithole.
Yeah.
But we're sitting down. You can smoke at the table.
It rules.
You can drink. The beer was $4 for like an IPA, and I was just like, we're sitting around. There's like smoke everywhere. There's lights. There's trashy homeless people. There's college kids. There's all this. The opposite of refinement. And part of me was like, I'm having a pretty good time here.
It's beautiful. Well, that's what happens when you make all these fucking McDonald's gray and square and shit. You're like, I want to see the stuff. I want life again.
Yeah.
Newman's is great. I used to take comics there after a few of the first Don't Tells, like guys from Nashville and stuff would go in there.
Blew my mind when I found out they had fucking food there.
Yep, you can smoke. You can smoke, and pitchers are like $10 or something crazy. So cheap.
There's a Nashville comic who you took to one of those, and she's like, you could still smoke in there. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, she's who I was talking about.
And she goes, and then she looks at me and she goes, you live in Johnson City now? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, why?
Pretty sick though.
And I was like, yeah, it's like kind of insulting what you just did.
She doesn't get it.
She didn't get it.
She doesn't get it, man. Smoking inside rules. I'm gonna ask you this. There's a few. So I talked about, like, I think Thanksgiving is a very boring holiday. That's why I've not made anything to talk about it at all. However, I did learn some stuff. Apparently, there's like some stuff that I think is interesting. Do you know the Macy's Day Parade or whatever? Mm-hmm. Did you watch that growing up at all?
It was on in the background.
See, I don't think it was ever on for me. Like, I'm aware that it's a tradition, but what I didn't know is how many fucking people watch this shit. It's insane. Do you want to take a wild guess how many people, on average, watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in America
every year? By the way you're saying it sounds like 20 million.
25 million.
See, if you would have made it sound like, hey, if you'd have just asked me without
25
all that preamble,
million is like, I couldn't, but when I read that, I was like, that's not right. There's no way. But I looked it up. Several places said roughly the same number. I swear I didn't see it until I was an adult. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Who's that Jose guy that does the Feliz Navidad?
I'm not sure, but
what is his name?
I'm not sure.
Feliz Navidad.
Jose Cuervo?
No, but he was singing the song in the Macy's Day Parade, and he was 800 billion years old. And his mouth wasn't moving. He was just going...
Yeah.
Whenever he was doing the song, and I was like, oh, they're all just lips. This is all just horse shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the only thing you should really watch it for are the balloons, because like
the balloons. And every now and then, I do know this. Every now and then, one gets away. That I like.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, there it goes, it fucking hit a building.
Midtown.
It's like, Ghostbusters, but instead of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, it's fucking SpongeBob tearing down the bean in Chicago or whatever. I just thought that was crazy. 25 million. Do you know what year the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was?
Let's guess 1927.
Damn, that's close. 24.
Damn. I'm pretty good at trivia.
Yeah, back in 24. Not 1924. 24.
1904.
You know what president made Thanksgiving the national holiday? That's a weird one, too.
Truman.
Way back.
FDR.
Way back.
Taft.
Way back.
Way back. Okay, Lincoln.
Isn't
Damn.
that crazy? That one kind of shocked me, honestly. Well, then I almost was shocked that it took so long.
Yeah.
Because Thanksgiving happened, like way hundreds of years before that. So it's kind of weird that it took forever. Yeah, Lincoln, allegedly. That's, I don't know. I guess there's a paper trail there.
I'm glad it was Lincoln, because if you would have maybe guessed more presidents, I'm like, I don't know any other names, dude. I would have been like, Obama, Bush,
Trump,
Clinton.
Biden. Yeah. Trump
Bob
again.
Dole.
Yeah.
Is it President Bob Dole?
J.D. Vance in the future. I don't know.
My grandmother has anything to say about it, it'll be J.D. Vance.
Oh, mine's
He's
fired
a
up.
good boy.
Yeah, mine's already got her mail-in ballot sent in. How many calories do you think the average American eats on Thanksgiving?
What do we got from the peanut gallery?
What do we think, Kayla?
4,000.
4,500 according to the...
Damn, we're all over these stats.
You are getting close. You guys are crushing this.
I was
trivia.
off by one Christmas tree cake, dude.
I'm going to be honest, I thought this trivia was lame, but you guys are crushing it. This is... 4,500 is... Yeah, that's true. One cake and you're up. That's like... that's both more and less than I thought. Because I guess, an average day is like 2,000. And I knew it was for sure double.
They're averaging people who are also bulimic or anorexic or some shit. Because I am... 4,000, I am knocking that shit out of the park.
I'm bumping those numbers, dude.
Because here's the thing, I also can't do small talk with families of people that I barely know. So I'm like, well, guess I'm going to get up and go pick again. I'm a grazing son of a bitch. I'll go in the kitchen, I'll just be like,
yes.
And then here's the problem, I get on this loop. It's this hell cycle that I cannot break. I go salty, Ooh, now I need something sweet. Now I need something salty. Now I need something sweet. And I can't get my mouth to end on something good, so I'll do like chips and dip or something, and then I'll go pie, chips and dip, handful of M&Ms. I don't know why those are out.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll just go back and forth.
It's also the time of year when everybody starts making a little shit. Like my mom makes these little pretzels. It's just a pretzel and then a Hershey's Hug, the white chocolate ones, and then one M&M on it.
Oh yeah.
I've probably eaten somewhere in the realm of 43 million of those in my lifetime. I can't stop eating them.
Yep.
She made them for Haley's birthday and gave her a tub because Haley loves them now too. And I mean, that was in my house 2 days. They're gone. They're gone. I can't stop. Little shit like that. I can't. Brittles. This is the time of year when people pull out brittles. We have this salted caramel chocolate brittle at work right now. I can't stop. I can't stop
maybe
eating.
Thanksgiving rules. We're talking pure shit. We're like,
The more I'm thinking about it, well, it's the only holiday that's literally just like, you want to fucking eat? That's like, that's the whole thing. I don't know. You want to eat?
Yeah, Halloween's candy, but I'm like, there's like, hey, what if you could have candy and gravy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A gravy flight.
The only thing that sucks, though, is I've got to do these I waste my fullness. I waste my calories on... I have all the bullshit up top, and then the good food's at the end, at the very last.
Yep.
Because the last few years, we've just been saying, like, hey, I'll do my immediate family at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't cook anymore. We're like, hey, we're just going to get Cracker Barrel, or we're going to have Whole Foods Cater, or some more shit.
Cracker Barrel's the move.
Cracker Barrel's the move. And then if you want to make, like, a dessert or some shit, fine.
Yep.
And then, dude, also, nobody in my family really drank at holiday functions growing up. So we didn't either. So maybe that's the itch I'm trying to scratch.
Does it happen now at all?
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
for the last one, it's just me and Zach, really.
Me
my
too.
brother.
I think it's that all the kids are not kids. We don't really have a lot of kids in the family now. So now everybody's like, well, this is boring as hell. You want to get fucked up? Like everybody, I mean, even like pool parties during the summer, if my grandma was like, you want to come over and get in above ground? We'll go over there. And I got to
take a bath with your relatives?
Yeah, I got a fucking pack of, whatever, seltzers, Sonic flavored seltzers or something. You can't help it.
That's the only thing that stops me from getting out of the cycle is I used to just be like, sweets. And then I'd be like gorging myself on food. And now I'm just like, or I could just drink.
Yeah. And then
play Jackbox on
hungry.
the Nintendo Switch that somebody brought.
My family does this wonderful thing where first of all, we plan our holidays about noon that day. About noon that day, we decide what time and where we're going to meet, which pisses me right off, let me tell you. But then they do this thing, and it's my mom. Every holiday, she's going to listen. She knows she does this. Every fucking holiday, we're sitting there, and it's all quiet. We're all just, enjoying each other's company. And my mom's like, we need a game. We need something to do. Get a toilet paper. Get a tissue box. Get a fucking toothpick. We're going to make something out of this. And I'm like, can we just sit here and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or whatever for the first time? Because I don't know, man. Holidays are fun.
No, we bring out the Get Fiddles and we just start playing songs and
pissing
everybody off. It's not great. Everyone hates it. But I'm like... But I'm so entertained, and we're having a good time, and we're having fun, and a lot of people.
Just you and Zach are doing this?
Me, Zach. Sometimes my mom will get involved, or if anybody else can play, they'll jump in. But for the most part, it's just a lot of people who are like, we can't hear ourselves talk about the weather. We're trying to have the most boring fucking conversations of all time over here.
Yeah.
Hey, we're trying to gossip about people we haven't seen since high school.
Hey, Trav, you know who died? That's, dude. My grandma is the
like,
Grim Reaper.
You remember Daryl, right? You remember Daryl? You remember him when you was little at church and you saw him that one time? I was like 3 and he was like 24. Yeah, I don't remember this grown man. No.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead now.
No, he's not. Well, he got a pig valve put in his heart the other day. They decided to go pig instead of artificial, and they said, I don't know why.
They decided to go pig.
It's like, you want pig or you want to be an ultrabot?
I do love, that is, and I've said this maybe before the show, my grandma, I don't think there's anything she loves more in life than when somebody dies, because she gets to call everybody and tell them about it. She loves that. Being the one, hey. There's 3 hays. Just, I got you. Oh, okay. Whew, I've been waiting for this. Guess Who Died? Like, that's her favorite. That's
Guess
her
Who
favorite.
Died?
Oh, sometimes we play Guess Who Died.
Guess Who Died is wild.
Dude, Guess Who Died? And I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at guessing. Rarely is there a shock answer on Guess Who Died.
But I mean, like, Guess Who Died? I'm like, if my dad called me and goes, Guess Who Died? I'm like, oh, fuck, is it Mom? And he goes, no. And then I'm like, oh, shit, we'll lead with that.
Yes, dude. No, it's always, and it is, there's a great Fortune Feimster used to have this great joke about her mom in the South being like, Ashley Davidson. She's like, no, I don't know. Yeah, your cousin's sister's brother's girlfriend from church or whatever. No, I don't know. No. Oh, and then you have to lie and go, oh, yeah, I think I remember her. And then she goes, she died. Like that's literally my grandma. She's on top of it, dude.
My mom has a flea market customer now. She's trying to get to do stand up. She goes, she is so funny.
Oh my,
she says the
flea
funniest
market
shit.
Customer?
No, I guess she's an associate because she also has a booth. She's like 91 years old. She goes, she says the funniest shit. And then she told me something she said, and she just misspoke. You know, like how my dad can't say Philadelphia, it's Philadelphia, or he'll get stuck trying to say the word application. He goes, I put a Mac. How do you say it? She pulled some shit like that. My mom's like, you got to get her on stage. She's hilarious. And I'm like, I don't think she's hilarious as much as you're just making fun of her for her deficiencies.
I hear that one all the time. It is always older folks too. We have this great aunt who is actually pretty entertaining, but like the thought that she would go on stage and take the mic out of the stand is already unfathomable to me, much less she'll go up there and crush a tight 10. I doubt it. I really doubt it,
especially when there's like a trans comedian that goes in front of them. They're like, I've got opinions on this.
Right, they're not gonna follow. She was born in the Depression. I don't see her doing well with modern stand-up. Do you make leftover sandwiches after Thanksgiving? Is that a thing in your family?
Everybody does. I'm not.
I don't either.
I'll go back for the junk a few more times, but for the most part, I just...
Turkey sandwiches is not your... Yeah. Well, I did...
Let me make you a plate. I'm like, you're just giving me something to throw away. At this point, it's like when somebody gives you a band flyer.
Yeah,
like,
get it out of here.
Sticker. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. I'll throw this away for you.
Yeah, get it out of here. And that hurts my feelings because I just gave you a sticker at the start of the thing. It's a mind over Mike sticker. Fuck you. I don't do the sandwich thing either.
On the Eddie, dude.
When I was looking for like random Thanksgiving trivia facts, there is something very interesting. Take a guess. How big do you think the world's longest Thanksgiving leftover sandwich was? This is just totally random.
18 yards.
I don't even know the math. I mean, what is that? 400 or something
40 feet?
I don't know. Fuck, dude, you are getting close on everything. 34 feet. A 34-foot
that's 11 and
bread
11 point something yards. So I was
stuffed
off
with
21
fucking feet. Turkey and stuff. That is, I guess it's just for the record. Nobody probably ate all that, but like, why?
Who does that Guinness shit? Anyways, this is totally off topic. I mean, is it the beer company that's doing this?
Yeah, it's Guinness.
Okay, and they're just like, hey, we make beer. Like, let's have the dumbest fucking...
I think it started because in pubs, guys would be like, I caught a bigger fish. No, I fucking caught... And then they're like, Guinness, come in here and settle this shit.
Well, I made
like,
the biggest leftover sandwich. And I guess he did. Put him in the book.
There's a record for everything.
Dude, well, I was sitting in the car, and you know when you get a drink carrier from Starbucks? The cardboard.
The cardboard, yeah.
I can spin that shit on my finger indefinitely. Just for fun going down the road. I've spun that without, like, just... Like, literally hours I've spun this, and I'm just
Command, that's Guinness. They're here, actually. They're going to fucking congratulate.
The reason you brought it up, it's funny you brought that up, because I was like, I don't know, and I don't care enough to actually do the legwork. If someone could get me in contact or an email of how I could get up with these people, because I think I got a real shot.
Why? Where does a skill like that develop? I mean,
boredom? Working at Shoney's?
Yeah, there's your answer. I don't think Starbucks is allowed in Shoney's. I think it burst into flames like a crucifix in a satanic temple, dude.
All the old people just be like, oh, that's too strong. What is that, railroad coffee? And I'm like, what's railroad? Nobody knows this term, but all the old people, if the coffee was too strong and everything was too strong, they just wanted hot water that was brown.
Oh, yeah.
Tinted. No milk, no cream. They wanted it black.
Yep.
But they would always bitch about how strong it was.
Yeah, you can't taste it. It's just brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. My great-grandma did that. She had this little blue glass cup that literally was 24 hours a day full to the brim with coffee. She'd microwave it 70 times throughout the day. Take a sip, let it sit there. And it was like watered down Coke. You know when the ice melts and your Coke is like just tinted that reddish brown? It was that. And one cup would last her 4 weeks, I think. She'd just keep heating it up again and keep sipping on it all
We
day.
had this customer that would come in, and she didn't drink coffee. She drank Diet Coke. She wanted to feel fancy, so if you got her, she made you bring her Diet Coke in a coffee cup.
No. At Shoney's?
Yep, and she would hold it like this and go...
She blows on it a little
dude,
bit?
like it was hot. It was just Diet Coke. It was just for show. And then she would leave a $1 tip. So everybody fought over not getting her.
So this is the girl that shit in the food line? This is the same girl?
No, this lady was cool. She lived in trailers behind the car lot that was behind the Shoney's, and she would just walk over and she would just sit down, and then all the staff would just sit in her booth and just smoke cigarettes with her.
Dude, kudos to the real estate department at Shoney's that saw that open lot in front of that trailer park and thought, we're putting one right there.
Dude, the best part is, so that Shoney's was like, I mean, I saw so much shit. There was this one lady who told me she was pregnant. And like, I thought she was 405 years old. I'd never seen an older looking human ever, but
Yeah.
she'd just done so many drugs that like her hair went gray and frizzled. And turns out she was in her 30s, but she looked ancient.
It happens.
And she said that she was pregnant, and I guess I was still trying to be a good human because she'd go to pick stuff up, and I was like, no, Sabrina, you stop. You can't lift that. You're pregnant. And I would pick up the trash and carry it for her, and she goes, no, it's fine. And I was doing this for her for weeks. And then one day she bends over, and a bunch of syringes just fall out of her bra. And I'm like, oh, the fuck am I doing trying to help this poor kid out?
Some of your stories get sad. Sometimes these Travis stories make me sad.
Well, she also did give me a good perspective on life because somebody was bitching about somebody like getting a bad table, and I was
These
like,
are the lessons I learned from this lady.
She's like, sometimes you get a bad table, and she goes, yeah, and sometimes you spend all your money trying to call your boyfriend in prison because you got to buy them collect cards, and then you can't buy your water bill, but you just go get a bucket, you go down the river, and you wash your pits and tits. That's And I was just like, yeah, you know what, Sabrina, you are right. Sometimes you just go get a bucket. Wait, what?
Yeah.
She would just say oh, yeah, but there was this other girl talking about that opiate thing again. She had like a tray, like sometimes people treat it like it's some sort of an Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
They'd get so many fucking Cokes on like one shitty little tray.
Showing off.
And she was getting there ready to set it down, and the family was just like, oh, wait, who got the diet? I can't remember. What did you get? And they were like trying to figure it out, and she's got like literally 100 drinks on this tray.
Yeah.
And she just starts nodding off, and she fucking falls forward. Everyone gets covered in soda. She bangs her fucking face, bloody nose, off the fucking table. And then she had to go in the back, and they had to be like, you can't keep doing this. You got to get help.
Dude, if you told me both of those stories about those two waitresses and then said, guess what restaurant this was at? I'd fucking say Shoney's, dude. Even if I didn't know. That is literally, you think anyone ever interviewed at the Shoney's and they were like, listen, you're not Shoney's, but you're not Big Bear material, dude. You came in here in a tie. You need to get the fuck out of here. This is not for you.
And what my favorite is, like, it started going downhill. I mean, we were already at the bottom, but it started going subterranean, dude. They started digging tunnels. It started going so low whenever I left, because I was like, I got a bank job now. I get to put on a tie. Oh, yeah. I went as a bank teller after that. And
been there.
Wish I would have just kept my job at Shoney's.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more.
I'll roll all the silverware you want if you just take me back.
Yeah.
But they go to close it down, and then they just put a sign on the front door that's like closed for renovations. But apparently it was so bad with the drugs and the this and the that. They were like, fuck, they nuked the restaurant, even though they still had like contracts and stuff like in leases that they could have stayed open and made money and been operational. But Shoney's headquarters was like, this is so bad, even for Shoney's standards. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
They just put a sign on the door, and that building has just remained vacant.
What town is this?
Oh, Richlands, Virginia.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, at that Don't Tell the other night, I was just like, it was in Bristol. I was like, how many people are from Bristol? Nobody.
Nobody. I couldn't believe it.
And I was like, well, I'm actually from Richlands. And a bunch of people raised their hands. I was like, what the fuck?
What are the odds, dude? They're getting out of there.
Richlands
Lions Club, I think, is a good club. That's Richlands Lions Club.
They gave me a scholarship for nursing school.
They did. I do remember that. That was one. There was a few things on that first episode with you that people have asked me about. Like, I did not fucking know that Travis was a nurse. There's been
I wasn't a nurse. I flunked out after my first semester.
Was almost a nurse.
Well, I didn't flunk out. I just didn't go back.
Now, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, last time, didn't we leave and then you told me the story about the old man?
Did
in the
I?
hospital bed?
About Fred Klein?
Yes. Okay, I didn't know if we had to
if
say
he's not
name.
dead now, then somebody needs to call Guinness, because this motherfucker's Methuselah. Because he was 100, or no, he was 97 when I was 18.
So on the episode, you said, we were talking about old people, and I said, it's weird that old people are always really nice because they're about to die. And you said, I don't know, the meanest person I've ever met was 150 billion years old or whatever. And then I think after the recording, you told me this story. You don't have to say his name.
Well, I mean,
this is a gross story. I want to warn anybody who's listening.
This is a Thanksgiving episode.
This is a gross Thanksgiving episode. Please,
but I mean, if you want to talk about like,
this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
If you want to talk about things you're going to eat,
right?
We can get into it.
Oh, okay, unfortunately, we're going to get into it.
So I had a nursing instructor who hated my guts because she just didn't like straight dudes.
Yeah,
I was one of two straight dudes, and then like she hated us both.
Yeah,
like there was this one point where I was in clinicals and I had to pull staples out of a lady's leg, and it was really cool because I was like I was using the stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. I was watching a ton of Scrubs and Dr. House, or House, and I was just like,
Dr. House.
Yeah, Doctor.
You go to work like I was watching Dr. House last night. Dude, I'm ready.
Okay, so I did my anatomy class, and they were talking about like calcium channel pathways and twitching and stuff, and it was like something like that happened on House, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I pulled the staples out, and I felt like, dude, I'm doing doctor shit. I'm not just wiping asses today, boy. Yeah. So I'm doing that, and the leg starts twitching. And I started and she goes, does anyone know why this is happening? And I gave the answer that I learned in the anatomy class that week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know this shit's right.
Right.
And then she goes, wrong. And then she goes, does anyone else know? And then this was a joke. One of my friends that was in there with me, she just gave the same answer that I said. And she'd be like, that was great. And then one of the doctors pulled us to the side. He goes, I don't want to belittle you in front of your class, but what he said was like textbook perfect answer. And then she said the same thing. So I just don't like what you did there. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
This lady does hate me.
Yeah.
Well, then after that, the sweet little lady patient, because when your first round of clinicals, you're with like the elderly people at this hospital that should be condemned. It's so bad.
Sure. It's right next to the Shoney's.
Yeah, it was directly across the street from the Shoney's.
That was literally just fucking around.
I'm not joking. It was directly across the street from the Shoney's.
The Shoney's is in between the hospital and the trailer park. That's fun. That's a quick trip,
actually,
honestly.
it's near the lake park, which was a nicer community. It's where you go trick or treating because
fancy
brick houses with garages, dude.
Brick house.
These houses have foundations, dog.
Pretty nice.
So, anyways, I'm in the elderly ward. I'm doing my best to just get through this hellacious thing, and then after that little interaction, all of a sudden I'm not with my sweet little lady anymore that I've been taking care of this whole week.
Yeah.
She put me on somebody else. And I go in there and it's
to
just
punish you.
To punish me.
Yeah.
So there's this old dude, 95 years old, has a full code because his family is cashing all of his checks that he gets from Social Security and whatnot. So they're like, we need him to stay alive. At 95, if you pass on, it's time. Let them go be with their friends, dude. Don't full code. That means do everything you can to keep them alive. That means fucking break his ribs doing CPR, fucking hit him with that thing.
He just loved life.
He didn't. He was ready. Fred was ready to go, dude.
Begging.
So I'd have to go there and they'd make you put these people through a battery of tests. You'd have to squeeze their fingers and temperature and listen to their lungs and listen to their bowels and make all these notes. He's a million and he's just on painkillers and he's just trying to sleep. And I kept messing with him and I will never forget. He'd always just be like, quit it. That was the noise that would come out. It's not like the Budweiser frog. Just be like, quit it. And then he would take a swing at me. And I'm like, did this motherfucker just swing at me with them nasty ass fingernails? Yeah. I'm like, sir. And you'd have to try to be all nice and work on your bedside manner. Yeah. And then he kept swinging at me and he kept hitting me a couple times. And I was like, damn, this sucks. So one of the doctors, the same one that saw me earlier, goes, is this guy hitting you? And he goes, well, we'll restrain him next time you come in so this doesn't happen. And I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And he goes, no. It was like, you're trying to give patient care. You can't. So he and I don't know if any of this, if somebody is in the medical field and they're listening, and this is all not procedure, I have no idea.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's all not procedure.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they were breaking a lot of...
Yeah.
There's a lot of hippos being broken.
Yeah, it's a hungry hippo kind of world. Yeah.
So I go back in there and he's in restraints, so he can't hit me anymore. Oh no, this is why they put him in restraints. I forgot this part. So I go to come in one day, and he knows who I am now, so he hates my guts. And as I go to walk in, smash, something goes against the wall, and I go, "What the fuck was that? Did something?" And I'm looking at the ceiling, and then I see more stuff just kind of go out on the floor. This guy had Kenny Loggins in his hand. Yeah. And he chucked it at me. That's how much he didn't want me to come in there. This guy hated me. And he was just like, quit! And he threw the shit bomb at me. So that's why they restrained him, because they're like, we're not going to have him swinging at you and throwing shit, right?
Right.
So he's in restraints now.
I do respect this doctor for doing something.
Yeah, pretty tight. Or could have been a nurse. I don't know.
Well, this guy. Could just be some dude.
Could be just some dude. I think it was a doctor. But
got he laid off from Shoney's, walked across the street.
Yeah. So he had his restraints on. So this guy has his restraints on. And I go in there and I'm looking for the shit. I'm like, okay, we're good.
Scoping it out.
I'm like, how's this guy going to attack me today? And I'm like, I'm just going to do this as easy as possible. I'm trying not to touch him. So I was trying to take his temperature. And I was trying to do this stuff with being as little of a bother as possible. And then he looks over at me. He opens his eyes and just goes... And he spits shit in my face. He had the restraints on, so the only way that he could get it was he had to shit in his hand, roll it up his body, and go, and then just sit and wait. I'm like, this motherfucker had to be Special Forces, dude. He had to be he's just sitting in the trenches.
Special Forces in what? The Civil War? What the Yeah, for real.
Hey, dude, I'm waiting on Charlie, brother. He waited on me.
Oh, Jesus.
Guerrilla warfare, dude.
I will say, if you're still listening, God bless you. Like, of a Thanksgiving episode,
that's a tough story.
It's a tough story. But when you told me that, I mean, I probably repeated that 45 times that week. Where I go, this is one of the craziest things. Like his disdain for you, and you're trying to help him. You're trying to just help.
I mean, I understand he just wants to die and stuff like that. So I was trying not to be a bother. And I was like, "The swing it at me, whatever." Yeah. As soon as we started getting into the poo stuff, I was like, "Brother,
I'll fucking clock you." I mean, the restraint on you to not in that. I mean, what did you do? What did you do after that?
I just said "ooh," and then I went and I just scrubbed my face until there was no skin left.
You're like, I just did my rounds. I just left it on there.
Like, you know how much trouble police get into for hitting a person who has handcuffs on?
That's why nurses don't wear body cams. That's why. They don't let them. Yeah.
No, they do. It's called TikTok.
That's true. It gets out now. Yeah.
Hero talk.
Some of those old folks' homes. Those are God. That pisses me off. That makes me so mad. But you don't hear the other side of the story.
No.
Because if I found out they spit shit in their face, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that dude.
Yeah. But that wasn't even the reason I quit. I quit nursing. It was because we went in there and there was this old lady, and they were setting a PICC line on her, which is like some sort of a thing. Anyways, they had to like poke a small hole in her neck, and there was just a teensy tiny amount of blood that did this. And I'm standing in there and we're all watching, and I just remember going, "Ooh, my face is hot and cold and hot." And then I just woke up and they were giving me orange juice.
Isn't that the same thing that happened with the knife? Don't you when you cut yourself with a toy?
But this is the first time I knew that I had it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know I passed out from blood, like because it never happened when I was growing up. It never happened when I was a kid. But then,
did you just never see a lot of blood? Like, was there never a situation that would lead to that?
No, I mean, I was getting injured and stuff. I just never.
No, we were getting cut up all the time.
Dude, I smashed my finger with a sledgehammer. Like, stayed present for
You're out there huffing gas and shit.
I'm out there. Yeah, I think the gas broke my brain, and then it. I don't know. I think it was just as soon as I got old enough, like fight or flight got a little screwed up.
Sure.
Anxiety or something. I have no idea, but.
Yeah.
That was the first time it happened, and then it just kept on happening.
It is scary, though, because you never know. I mean, that kind of stuff could just happen, like, you know, anytime, really.
It's really, like, the thing is, too, is everybody looks at you like you're the biggest pussy in the world. And they're like, maybe if you just calm down and quit being such a pussy. I'm like, here's the thing, guys. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know I just saw blood, and sometimes I wake up on the floor.
It's only blood that triggers it.
Only my blood, usually, and it's if it's on this part of the body. If it's on the top of my arm, like, I'm fine. But if it's vein side,
well, I was going to say, you got to be getting cut up all the time working on houses and stuff.
And it sucks every single time because I'm up on a ladder and I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, Kayla, you're going to have to watch me coming off this thing. Yeah. And then she gets pissed, too, because she knows we're down for the next 10 minutes because I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm like, because, like, it happens so quick. You'll just get, like, tunnel vision. You'll get dizzy, and then you're like, I think I can make it. And then the minute you say, I think I can make it, that's when you're waking up. You're like, dude, I broke my rib one time off of a countertop.
Oh.
Did I tell you about that?
I don't.
That was the knife story.
Oh, yes. No, okay, then. Because I remember you were like, you heard the moaning, and you're like, who is that? And it was you.
Yeah, if you guys don't know the story, I was working a job. It was one of those jobs where you work all day and you can't really use the bathroom.
Yes.
So my rituals got messed up.
Yeah.
So I was at this job all day, and when I got home, go use the bathroom. You know, do your evening constitutional. It was like a routine thing.
Sure.
But then also, that was when Amazon came out, and I was getting packages of you could just order whatever the fuck you want. So I started buying all the most random, crazy toys ever. Well, they had a camping knife that had a fire starter in the back of it. So I'm like, dude, I got a flamethrower knife. I'm not going to wait to play with that thing. I took the package into the bathroom. So I'm sitting on the bathroom. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I open the package, pull the knife out. I'm like, oh, and I go to open it. And when I go to pull it out, it got like stuck. Yeah. Because there was a little zip tie there that kept it closed. And I didn't see it. When it broke, it sliced my finger to the bone. I was like, oh, shit. Luckily, I hadn't started using the bathroom yet, but like my fucking pants are around my ankles. And I'm like, oh, God, I got to get this covered up before like I pass out.
Right.
Well, I go to stand up, and then as I stand up, I'm like, I start getting real woozy, and I'm just like, oh, shit, I think I can make it. And then I made the mistake of looking at it one more time, and then I just started hearing this woman moan. Just,
yeah.
And it was so loud. It was like it was inside of my head. It was so loud. And I was just like, somebody tell that bitch to shut up. And then I finally hear myself go, shut up. I'm like, oh, I'm moaning. I'm the one that said that. And then I just hear my mom on the door go, Travis! Because she thought I was dead. She heard all this fucking noise. And then I look up, and then there's just blood, a blood handprint going down the vanity. But when I passed out, I fell over, and my ribs hit the marble top on the vanity and cracked that shit.
Yeah.
And my pants were down the whole time, too.
That might be the worst part.
If my mom could have gotten in the door
part.
and saw me, then that would have been just the most embarrassing thing that could have ever happened.
Yeah. Do you think she would have even realized that you would cut your hand, or would she just be like,
no, she would have just been like, oh, shit, that's a girl. I don't know if you passed out. All the blood goes back to your heart. It goes completely out of your penis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nowhere near.
Not that I want my mom to know that I don't.
It's up in the north. That would be worse. That would honestly be worse. She walks in and you're bricked up on the floor.
I love that you just let me by with that. It's just like, I was just, no, I want my mom to think that I've got to,
Yeah.
I don't want my mom to think she raised some bitch.
Yeah, no. She needs to know what she did.
She needs to know.
Yeah, I'll show her what's up. That's not a good look.
Hey, Mom, look what you made.
That's so much worse. That's so much worse.
Ah, gross. Well, this podcast took a turn.
Hey, Thanksgiving. That's what we're talking about. Giving
Macy's
thanks.
Day Parade, cornucopias.
It's all about giving thanks. Cornucopia. Now, that's a word.
When you said you had trivia, I was like, do you know how many natives were slaughtered for the first
The millions.
I thought it was going to be something.
Yeah.
Do you know how many smallpox blankets were actually given?
I was trying not to make it too sad, but it got there on its own. It got there totally naturally. What do you think? The one thing that I wrote down, and this is not trivia, this is not a debate. I'm just curious. What do you think about the pardoning a turkey tradition that we do in this country? Isn't that a weird thing? You know what I'm talking about? Where the president brings out a turkey every year, and it's like this thing where he goes, "I'm pardoning this turkey's been
like
pardoned.
we were going to eat it, and now he's
been
spared.
pardoned." And then they just put this bougie ass turkey over on this pedestal, and everybody's like, "Oh,
they say pardoned."
They say it's pardoned of its crime.
Just
being a turkey,
dry and undelicious.
Being a turkey, dude. It was born, and then they pardoned. And it's never a real turkey. It's this, bougie white turkey. It's got white fucking feathers.
Oh
it's
yeah, that they've.
It's fucking wearing
Genetically
Vineyard
engineered.
Vines polo and shit. It's not a real turkey, and they're saving its life.
Like turkey shows and stuff, like for fancy dogs.
Surely,
and they're making this turkey strut and gobble and stuff.
Yes, and that's the motherfucker that they pardoned.
That should be the Macy's parade. They should just be running turkeys through fucking obstacle courses.
That would be good. Downtown Chicago. What would be interesting, I think, is if they this year we still pardon the turkey, but it's a wild turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's causing some chaos in the Oval Office. It's going a little crazy. It's got the colors.
We have to murder a human.
It's got the red. Yes, it's got the red fucking gobbler. Because this dude is not. I'll show you this turkey. Look at this bougie ass turkey. It's not even a real. It doesn't look like a turkey.
It's so funny to say, like, hey, we pardoned the turkey, so that means somebody on death row who was getting an appeal. Sorry, we're gonna have
They're
to let
bumped up on the to-do list.
One goes to the pedestal, the other one goes to a chair, and they're like, I didn't think we still did the electric chair. I'm like, oh yeah.
There it is, dude. Look at that white ass.
That's not a turkey.
That's not a turkey. That's what I'm saying. That's a swan with red paint on it.
Still stupid. I've never really understood hunting, but
there it is.
I get turkey hunting because it's such a stupid looking animal.
There it is. There's Nancy Pelosi, Dr. Fauci, and Trump pardoning a turkey. How crazy is that image? That's insane. I don't know if that's any of those three people.
It's just Trump.
It sounds good for the audio. It's that bird is not a turkey, I don't think. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I guess apparently, is that a fucking prince even? That's crazy. And they always have funny names for them, like creative turkey names and shit. It's so annoying. I want to see, are they even doing it this year? Pardoning a turkey.
Joe Biden pardons Thanksgiving turkey.
Why is he doing it?
I want like a federal judge to overrule it, and then they still have to kill the turkey.
We've decided he's not pardoned for his crimes.
Aiden Cluckinson's life. Get the fuck out of here.
Aiden Cluckinson. Yeah, shut up with these names.
Turkeys don't get last names.
This is great. That's a rule. That's where Travis draws the line. If it was any other bird,
like, no, we had a macaw parrot, so like I have an affinity for birds, but turkeys are so stupid.
I want to know
what pisses me off about turkeys is, like, I've went turkey hunting before, and just the way you have to call the males in because they're all horned up, and you just have to make noise, and then they come strutting, and then they blow themselves up, and they get all big.
Dude. Turkeys are like, show-offs.
And like you see, and like, oh, dude, I went to high school with so many of these. They're like, I'll fucking kick your ass, motherfucker. Bounce your head off, damn. Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking Vortec V8. Hell yeah.
And they got their fucking beard.
Exactly.
They got a beard, and none of the other guys do. And they're assholes. Yeah. Fucking turkey rolls up in an 04 Mustang listening to Led Zeppelin. You're like, fuck this guy, man.
You wish it was Led Zeppelin. It's fucking Eric Church.
The names of recently pardoned turkeys include
Phil and Buster,
Fago and Verner's. Yeah, Phil and Buster. Peach and Blossom. Now they've run out of turkey
These are just millennial business names.
They've run out of turkey
Did you guys want to go shop at Peach and Blossom?
One was named Peanut Butter and Jelly, Liberty and Bell, Chip and Chocolate. I mean, it's like, there's only like so many punny names.
Dolly Parton is fantastic.
Dolly Parton. Not bad. Not bad.
Because turkeys do have large breasts.
Mitch E. Gander. Okay. That's true. Oh, that's true. That's a good one. That is true. Yeah, I just this one's name is Cheese. So it's like I think we've run out of fucking names for these turkeys. I think it's a weird tradition, and they do it every year, and they do it in front of the White House.
How much time do you get for assassinating a turkey during the party?
Throwing both shoes at a turkey. I don't know. I mean, it's been going on a long time. I don't even know, like, when did it start? Who's
Reagan.
The first president?
Nixon.
Oh, he did?
I'm guessing again.
Oh. Honestly, Reagan is a good guess.
I think it's Nixon.
He had lost all his faculties, and he's like,
Harry Truman, damn it.
Let's pardon a turkey. Oh, Truman, that's hilarious. He's like, yeah, sure, we dropped those bombs or whatever the fuck, but look at this turkey. We're going to fucking pardon this thing. Everybody look at this turkey. He's literally just trying to stay in office. That's so funny. I could have guessed that.
Then there's just a bunch of dudes in jail for life because they smoked weed.
See, that's a turkey, though. The one that they're holding in the first photo is a real turkey. Yeah, exactly. This is literally like a real bird. It's not these fucking white animals that are coming in now. That's not real. Anyways, America, dude. Welcome to America. It is like a uniquely American holiday, too. It's literally all about shopping and eating. That's the two things.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some other sick, weird holidays that we're missing out on from other countries.
Oh, I wonder. That's a good question. That'll be our next episode, is funny holidays from other countries.
Yeah, we're celebrating some Swedish holiday.
Yeah, I don't even understand, like, I mean, it is just like massacring an entire race of people. It's like, that's what we're celebrating a little bit. It's like, yeah, we killed them all, but they used to,
here and we
shook
couldn't
hands.
farm. We sat down and we ate.
Yeah.
They gave us corn.
We
gave them
corn.
turkey.
We killed all of them. Yeah, that's even trade. It's
and then we said you can keep the blackjack tables,
right?
But we're taking the land.
Yeah, they give us corn. We turn that corn to whiskey. We give it back to them, and then now it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
We're the real Indian givers.
That's it. There's the episode, dude. The real Indian givers, the Real Housewives of Thanksgiving. Travis,
dude, they should do the Real Housewives of a Reservation.
It's just two of them.
Dude, I would like this. I mean, I know, like,
it's just two.
They've been, if they want to, I don't want them to feel exploited, but if there was a reservation out there that wanted to, like, do a reality show, I think it would be very cool. I
do think it would be cool. And they don't, like, I mean, I guess, you know, like Yellowstone features the res and stuff a little bit, but, like, what's the one, I always get it mixed up with that Tarantino movie. It's not Reservoir Dogs, it's Reservation Dogs. You ever seen that? Pretty good, honestly. It's on Hulu, and it was an original Hulu series, and it's about the reservation kids growing up there, and it's like, I think like it's not comedy, it's like a dark comedy maybe, I don't know. It's like a real glimpse, I think, at what that world looks like now in like present day, because most of the reservation shit is like, you know, Trail of Tears and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like just kids fucking around on dirt bikes now, kind of is like the vibe of it. It's
freestyling, vaping, doing all the same stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, just in a much smaller community, I think. I saw a short documentary or a clip. Oh, cool hats, yeah, feathers in them and shit. They there was some town that was like right on the edge of a reservation, and it was just to sell alcohol to the Indians because they couldn't sell it on the res or whatever. And then something happened and the town went belly up. Anyways, it was just like this guy who was like documenting this town and this boom, and then what was left of it. And then it's like now there's still people on the reservation. They just can't do the one thing they like wanted to do. Like that's literally all they had left, and now they have nothing. Anyways, what a cool turn this fucking pod has.
It just seems like they've been, like, I don't know. I was thinking about it because there's a bunch of these Amish shows that are coming out, and I'm just like, couldn't care less. Kayla's very, there's all these, and I'm like, I want to see some reservations up because it's so mysterious. I don't know anything about it.
And there's no law out there.
And I went and I did that week at that Indian reservation casino in Cherokee, and I did at that Comedy Zone there, and like you get to hang out with a lot of the people who live on the reservation, and you're like, God, I'd like to know more about you people and what you guys do.
They are interesting. Did you talk to any of them?
One of the guys who opened was on the res.
Really? Oh, no, that's cool.
Sean Crow.
Really?
Come on, dude.
Sean Crow. That's pretty sick. I mean, I feel like that is like the highest level of like hometown fame. Like we made it. Like to be working in the casino on the res.
His thing is he does like radio announcement for baseball games. So he's got to work the Atlanta Braves a couple games.
That checks out. That's the only one.
And he didn't see the irony, and like, yeah.
He didn't?
No. He's like, I was stuck. I gotta go. He's like, growing up around here, he's like, we love the Braves.
He's like, we're talking about Cleveland. They might let me do Cleveland, I think. They were going to do the Indians, I think.
It would have been cooler a while ago, huh?
Yeah, for real. He's like, yeah, I think DC needs me for football. They're going to, the Commanders, I think. Yeah, used to be. Travis, is there anything you want to plug? Do you have any shows coming up or anything?
Yeah, it's all on the website, travisstevenson.com. I'll be uploading all that stuff. I've got some stuff, but...
Official, dude. You're doing Travis Stevenson and Friends. We can talk about that briefly.
Got Travis Stevenson Friends. Got one on Friday, the 21st, and then of November, and then I've got another one December 12th. So this is going to be at the Wildest Theater. I'm also going to be at Zany's Lab, opening for Karen Morgan on the 11th of December.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, those are the fun ones I would like to see tickets sold for.
The John City one is really fun too because that's at the Wallace.
Yeah.
And the Wallace is great.
It's great. Bring your own beverages, so that's fun. A good way to save money. They're cheap tickets. Come hang out. I'm bringing like my favorite best comics from around the country and stuff. I got a secret headliner popping on tomorrow, even though it's my show. Like, I want to start bringing in other
you
people.
Can't close all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we get any repeat customers, I don't want
to
have to keep doing new.
Well, plus, it gives you to put somebody in that spot in the lineup. You can draw a comic that might not make the drive for a host spot or whatever, like to give them that. Yeah. That's exciting, and it's fun, and the best green room in the fucking business. It's awesome. The Wallace,
unparalleled.
We love it. Still for sale. We love it. I hope it finds a home, and I hope it sticks around, and I hope whatever Chris does is great because it is just like one of the best rooms. And I think starting out here especially, it's like such a legit caliber of a room that it stands out.
That was the first
more.
show I got booked on where I was just like, oh.
Yes, we're doing it.
Like a month, 2 months in or something like that, I got asked to do one of their shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're asking me to do shows
crazy
now.
fast, too, 2 months in.
Wait, it was just, that was all new, and there was not a lot of people doing it. But then also, like, now you're at that stage where you're like, oh, nobody asks you to do shit. You got to ask. You got to. In fact, you have to bug everyone to death.
Oh, I know.
To the point where like, here's my avails next month. Here's my avail. Hey, I know you didn't read the last 16 emails from me, but every time I see you in person, you always tell me to send you the.
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I am excited for this weekend though. I'll tell you how it went with Dale when I see you again.
Hell yeah, dude, he's the nicest. Dale Jones, nicest, and one of the funniest comics I've ever got to work with. That's so awesome. You're gonna have a blast.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, thanks, Trev. Bye, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye. Around, and I hope whatever Chris does is great because it is just like one of the best rooms, and I think starting out here especially, it's like such a legit caliber of a room that it stands out.
That was the first show I got booked on where I was just like, oh,
yes, we're doing it.
Like a month, 2 months in or something like that, I got asked to do one of their shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're asking me to do shows.
It's crazy
now.
Fast, dude.
That was all new, and there was not a lot of people doing it. But then also like, now you're at that stage where you're like, nobody asks you to do shit. You got to ask. You got to. In fact, you have to bug everyone to death.
Oh, I know.
To the point where like, here's my avails next month. Here's my avail. Hey, I know you didn't read the last 16 emails from me, but every time I see you in person, you always tell me to send you the.
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I am excited for this weekend though. I'll tell you how it went with Dale when I see you again.
Hell yeah, dude, he's the nicest. Dale Jones, nicest, and one of the funniest comics I've ever got to work with. That's so awesome. You're gonna have a blast.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, thanks, Trev. Bye, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.